All right, so we're back with one of my most favorite segments, and it's our Ask Dad segment of the podcast. And today I have another question for Mario E.
Let's do it. What you
Mario
got?
E. Who is the worst movie dad of all time? Now take your time and think, but who is the worst movie dad of all time? All time worst.
All-time worst
The
movie
worst.
dad. That's easy.
Easy. All right.
That's
I want to
easy.
hear it. Let's go. Let's go.
I got someone. I know who the worst is, but
Okay.
then I also have someone else who I definitely think is pretty terrible.
So you got an
But
honorable mention.
I got an honorable mention.
Okay.
But the worst, you said movie dad.
Movie dad.
It's got to be Darth Vader.
Oh man. Okay. Okay.
The worst movie dad of all time is Darth Vader.
Okay.
I mean, this guy.
Yeah.
First of all, he killed his pregnant wife. Okay, that's pretty bad. You knew your wife was pregnant and you killed her.
All right,
Okay?
all right, Mario E. Now let's just keep it. Let's keep it in context now. So he did not take a lightsaber and hit his wife with it. That's
Bro,
not
he
how he
choked her
killed
out. Okay, he choked her out. Okay, he thought there was still. Well, technically, I take that back. He didn't kill her because he said he felt life still in her and all this. And
She died of a broken heart.
Died from a broken heart.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I take that back.
Okay. But he
abused her.
it.
In today's society, he assaulted her. Okay.
That's what he did. He did.
That's pretty bad. Okay.
Okay.
Then on top of that, once he does realize that he had a son, he's trying to kill his son. Okay. He tried to kill Luke. Okay. How is it that you're going to say, Luke, I am your father, and you're trying to kill the man?
Oh
and then when Luke is basically saying, hey, I'm not going to join the dark side with you, then he goes and is like, well, I'll go get your sister. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, how is he not the worst movie dad of all time?
And he killed younglings. He killed younglings too.
He killed younglings too.
He killed his mentor.
Don't get me wrong. You know how much I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Darth Vader is one of the greatest movie characters of all time. Best villain of all time.
Yeah.
Or worst villain, depending on how you want to say it. But he is definitely the worst dad from a movie of all time. Who would you say?
I'm not done with this Darth Vader thing. But do you feel some sympathy with Darth Vader though? Like with Anakin, do you feel any sympathy towards him? You know, why he made those decisions. Do you feel like he solely made those decisions himself, or he was greatly influenced to make those decisions? Now he has to be responsible for the decisions that he made.
He was seduced by the dark side, right? We know that. Okay. He was seduced by the dark side, by the Emperor, Senator Palpatine. Yeah. However, he made those decisions. Okay.
But why did he do that in the first place? Why did he go to the dark side in the first place? It was all rooted in love, right? He did that to save her.
Bro, it was fear. It was fear. He had much fear do I sense in you. Do you remember that?
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it was the love. He loved their mom, didn't want to lose her, and he felt like that he was going to be powerful enough on the dark side that he could save her. But
they felt he loved his mom too much at first, that he was too old to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
If you remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look at him as a victim. I agree with you. He did some terrible things. And yes, I can say that he's the worst of all time. But yeah.
So you said he's not the worst of all time?
No, I didn't say he's not. I'm just saying that my heart goes out to him. And there's a lot of different factors in there that helps me to be able to, I don't know, forgive him or see where he was coming from. he was bad.
He was bad.
He was really
He was bad.
Okay.
So who do you say?
All right. Okay. I watched this movie when I was young. I was a kid. I think the first time I watched it, I was like in the 4th or 5th grade. We watched it at school. And the movie that I'm talking about is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh man.
Let me plead my case.
Okay.
We're talking about the worst dad in movie history. Has to be, and he was not this little boy's dad, but I think he was his mother's dad. He was Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa
they all slept
Joe,
in the bed together.
Yes, Grandpa Joe is the worst father of all time in a movie. This man laid in his bed for what, 20 or 30 years, right?
I don't know how long it was, but they were in that bed for a long time. The way they made it seem. Sure.
Let his family go through poverty to the point that they had no food, no money, not proper clothes, not a decent place to live, and he laid in that bed, hit that for all that time.
Yeah.
And then when is his name Charlie?
Charlie.
The boy's name was Charlie. And when Charlie comes home,
cheer up, Charlie,
with a golden ticket, this joker gonna jump out the bed, do some heel kicks, and he like, oh, I'm about to go. No, Grandpa Joe, you could have been working at the Walmart.
Yeah,
you could have been out here cutting some grass. If you gonna jump out the bed like that, and he good, I'm good. Like, ain't nothing wrong with him. Yeah. I said, man,
he did have to learn how to walk again.
Man,
he had to learn how to walk again.
How long it take him, Mario? How long it take him, Mario E?
Well, like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, maybe. The song might have been 2 minutes. It took him probably 30 seconds to learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if Grandpa Joe wanted to help his family and didn't want them to live in poverty, he could have did that. He's a sorry joke out here. He make all us dads look bad right now, bro. You making us look bad.
Yeah. And honestly, and since you say that, right, I remember in the movie, he's the one that influenced Charlie to take a sip of the drink that kind of made them go up into the thing, you know?
Come on, man.
So, yeah.
Grandpa
he was
Joe
pretty low.
Grandpa Joe ain't right, man. He not right.
He was pretty lazy. He was.
So I see we got two dads on two different spectrums almost, but yeah.
I got another dad though. I got an honorable mention dad. Okay. I'm gonna say his TV name, and you may not even realize who he is until I have to kind of break it down for you.
Okay.
But the name of the character is Peter McAllister. You know who Peter McAllister is?
No, you're gonna have to help me with this one.
The dad from Home Alone. Okay? The dad from Home Alone. This guy didn't leave his son by himself and go to Paris one year.
Okay, and then he messed up one year.
To New York. They left him twice. Not one time, but 2 times. Left the boy at home by himself. I know they made the movie all about the relationship between the mother and the son, but the dad did it too. He did it too. He left the son at home by himself.
Oh man, they were bad. They were bad.
Yeah.
They were bad. Cause like you do it the first time, you just like, okay, man. Like, all right. But the second time, like, come on, man. Y'all did it twice. Y'all did it twice.
And it wasn't like he was an infant, like you just had a son for the first time and you realize like, oh man, I left the baby in the car, you know, but that's not right, by the way. But I say that because that actually, I've seen that happen before. But this kid was what 10 years old? I mean, come on. They left him at home by himself twice to go on these extravagant trips.
Yeah,
they left their son.
They weren't.
Come
they
on.
weren't. They weren't good.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah, it was a collective effort between mom and dad. They had a whole lot going on.
It's pretty poor parenting, if you ask me.
I probably wouldn't have gone on a vacation for Christmas again.
Yeah.
Just we don't need to do that no more. Let's just do it at home from now on. And
Right.
we're not gonna go on group vacations. But yeah,